Today, we're going to talk about Agribusiness Essentials. Again, just like everything, this is specifically tailored to agribusiness. However, you can implement this to your own entrepreneurial needs. So, the purpose of making a business plan is these three things right here. You, for your PBMs, are going to work with your farms to create a business plan. Now, the reason for a business plan is that it allows for thoughtful and thorough planning. So we can't just come up with an idea and ask a bunch of people for money and say, hey, trust us, it's going to work out. You need to give them the confidence that their money is actually going to be repaid through your business plan. Also, when you make your business plan, you have a clear idea of where it should head. And if you ever get lost, you can go back to our business plan and then we can figure out, okay, where do we need to go? Our third and final point, which is mainly the reason for making a business plan, is so you can show other people outside of your business what you're working towards, specifically if you're asking for money. Now let's talk about the parts of a business plan. So first up, we have our introduction. That is our cover sheet. We have made a cover sheet already. We have our statement of purpose. So this is why we are doing this. What is our mission statement, essentially? And then our table of contents, which is going to be all of the slides we're about to talk about. Now, we have to define our business first. So one of the ways we do that is through our legal identity. That could be sole proprietorship, partnership, or corporation. If you've ever heard the term of LLC before, there's a lot of LLCs around. And you guys are going to be partners because you're in a partnership. If you were a sole proprietor, that means just you own the company. Your partners own the company with you. And corporation, no one really owns the company, but we all work there. You also have location. So what is special? What is important about the location? Let's talk about acreage. What are our utilities? Who owns your utilities? Are you buying this land or are you renting it? What about neighbors and parking and access to roads and infrastructure? All of that stuff is very important to add. You also have your management. So who is doing what? Whose responsibility is it to do what? This also ties into personnel right here. So who works there? Who will work there? What are their qualifications? How much are they getting paid? Do you have any benefits and training? And so management and personnel go hand in hand. You also want to add your assets needed. So this could be facilities like buildings, infrastructure, your equipment and tools, and any improvements that might need to be made on the property. You also have your insurance. Businesses can be expensive, and if someone messes up or gets hurt or something gets damaged, you need that insurance so you don't necessarily have to pay it out of pocket. Now here we have marketing. We have to add our marketing into our business plan. So we'll talk about sales channels. Who are we selling to and how are we selling to them? With our customer demographics, who's our primary customer? What's their income, age, education? You'll make a customer profile of them, and that should help you target who you want to buy your product. You also have your major competitors. It's usually like 2 or 3, and you can have like a local one, you can have one kind of far away, and then one super far away. And you have their strengths and weaknesses, but then you also add how your strengths and weaknesses compare to theirs. We also have trends in the market, and this is based on the data that you have found through your market analysis. We've got expected sales, how much, and the dollar amount of your projected sales in the next few years. That's taken from the sales that you already have. You also have services needed. So, do we need to store? Do we need to pack our produce? What is our value added? How are we advertising? And what is the transportation? All for our marketing. Now we have our finances. This is the important one too. So how are we getting this money? How is it going to be used? Our profit and loss statements. So have we made money? Have we lost money over the last 3 years if you started your business? Or if you're a startup, it's the next 2 years. You also have your balance sheets, and this is our assets and liabilities. And over the past 3 years, you'll add all of those up. Or if you're just starting out, it is your next 2 years. And then you have your cash flow statement. That is your income, but then also what it takes to run your business every month or on a quarter. If you're starting out, it's the first, or if you're starting out, it's the first 2 years. If you've been at your company or starting your farm, it is the past 3 years. We also have our finances. Again, there's more. It is a list of agreements. So, what deals have you made, maybe to your neighbors, maybe to a loan, that other employers slash investors need to know? You have your capital equipment. That's like your big stuff. When did you purchase it slash perform it? And what is the dollar amount? You also want to ask, specifically if you're doing a loan, ask what might be needed. So let's say, hey, I want $100,000 to buy a new tractor or to build a building for my cool cell. That is your ask. Then we have historical data. That's tax returns over the last 3 years if your business was already started. Finally, we have our supporting documents. This is kind of like the appendix to a book or a research essay. It's everything else you might need that'll help strengthen your plan. This could be photographs, it could be credit reports, it could be leases, products, pictures of products, customer testimonies, whatever is going to help you either earn your money or help you align better with your goals.